sentence you to life in confinement without parole.
That's f***ing horse shit. You do whatever the f*** you want.
Why are they shutting my mic off?
I'm the federal witness of the United States federal government. I demand some goddamn respect, you. All I did was trespass on property.
Ma'am, you gotta create the community that you want to live in.
I have created a Patreon page for those of you who want to support my channel. All patrons will receive access to the new private Bond Court Discord server. All video content will remain on my YouTube channel for free. Supporting me on Patreon is not required, but it is greatly appreciated. Thank you to everyone for watching my channel, liking my videos, and leaving comments. Bond Court is now in session.
Chief for the state of Florida.
Office of Public Defender.
Nick Toltos for the Office of the Public Defender.
All right, we've got pretrial release present. Give me 1 second, sir.
2, 3. The state is ready, Your Honor.
All right, let me get the interpreter on the line.
Good morning, this is Dalia Romero, Spanish interpreter. Already sworn in today.
Great, good morning. All right. Are you Ariam Roque Corrales?
Yes.
Great, so you are here in case 2022 CF 6411AO, charge of aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, domestic violence related. Do we have a victim present? No. All right. Sir, I will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you on this case. I do find that there was probable cause for your arrest. We'll set bond in this case at $2,500. Special conditions: you're not to have any contact directly or indirectly with the victim in this case, and you are not to return to 3440 North Goldenrod Road, apartment number 1024. Do you live there, sir?
Sí, mi novia vive, yo vivo con mi novia ahí.
Yes, my girlfriend lives there and I live there with her.
Okay, I'll allow you to go back one time with law enforcement to retrieve your personal belongings. But after that, you cannot go there and you cannot be within 500 feet of the residence. You must also surrender to law enforcement any weapons or firearms and ammunition that you have. Those must be surrendered to law enforcement within 24 hours of your release. Good luck to you, sir. Are you Marvin Cardena, sir? Cadena?
Sí.
Yes.
All right, so you are here on 8 counts, on an 8-count complaint, charge of racketeering, conspiracy, burglary of a conveyance, grand theft of the 3rd degree, 2 more counts of burglary of conveyance, another count of grand theft, 3rd degree, and another count of burglary of a conveyance. A judge has found probable cause to issue the warrant for your arrest. And the Office of Public Defender was previously appointed to represent you. Bond will be stayed in this case at $0 on all counts. This is case 2008 CF 127040. Good luck to you, sir. Slide over. Are you Clevelar Ruiz Bautista?
Sí.
Yes.
All right. sir. You are here in 2022 CT 920W, as well as charge of operating motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. As well as 2022 CT 921W, driving while license suspended. But no valid driver's license, sorry. Court does find probable cause for your arrest in both. Would set bond at $500 in each case. You're also out on bond in 2022 CT 728 AW, operating a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license, and driving on license suspended or revoked with knowledge. Bond in that case was previously set at $500. The court will revoke and terminate your bond in that case and set bond at $1,000. Good luck to you, sir.
Gracias.
Thank you.
What's your name, sir?
¿Su nombre, señor?
I don't think. Okay, Madam Interpreter, the defendant doesn't need the interpreter. It's for the victim.
Not a problem. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, no problem. Are you Sean Burden, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
All right, this is case 2022 MM 3748 AO. Ma'am, raise your right hand to be sworn.
Señora, levante su mano derecha para prestar juramento.
Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
¿Jura o afirma que el testimonio que está por presentar es la verdad, toda la verdad y nada más que la verdad?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can put, what's your name, ma'am?
¿Su nombre, señora?
Diana Beltrán.
Diana Beltrán.
Okay, how are you related to Sean Burden?
¿Cómo está usted relacionada con Sean Burden?
Él es mi esposo.
He's my husband.
You're married to him?
¿Usted está casada con él?
Okay. What would you like to tell the court?
¿Y qué quiere decirle usted al juez?
Quiero mi divorcio. Quiero que él esté lejos de mí, pero no quiero verlo preso.
I want my divorce. I want him to be away from me, but I do not want him to be locked up.
Okay. Are you afraid for your safety if he was to be released from the Orange County Jail?
¿Usted teme por su seguridad si él quedara en libertad de la cárcel del condado de Orange?
Él últimamente está muy agresivo y sí, me da miedo por mis hijos y por mí.
Lately, he has been very aggressive, and yes, I am afraid for me and for my children.
Do you all live together on Bayview Isle Drive?
¿Ustedes todos viven juntos en la Bellevue Drive?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
And he lives there with you?
¿Y él vive ahí
And
con
the
usted?
children, correct?
¿Y los niños, cierto?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
Anything else you'd like to tell the court?
¿Algo más que usted quiera decirle al juez?
No, señor.
Are you working, ma'am?
Señora, ¿usted está trabajando?
No, señor.
Okay.
No, sir.
State? Any inquiry?
No,
Le
Your
pregunta
Honor.
al fiscal si tiene alguna pregunta. No, su señoría.
Ma'am, would you be willing to call 911 if any like this happened again in the future?
Señora, ¿usted estaría dispuesta a llamar el 911 si algo así volviera a ocurrir en el futuro?
Sí, claro.
Yes, of
Other
course.
questions, Your Honor?
All right, I'll appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent Mr. Burden for today. Counsel, do you have any questions?
Para el propósito de esta audiencia aquí en el día de hoy, yo le designo a la Oficina de Defensores Públicos para que represente al señor Burden hoy. Se le pregunta al abogado si tiene alguna pregunta.
When you say that you're scared of him, can you describe what makes you scared?
Cuando usted dice que le tiene miedo, ¿puede dar una descripción? ¿Qué es lo que le da miedo de él?
Porque es muy agresivo.
Because he's very aggressive.
Él me ha empujado y me ha empujado enfrente de mis hijos. Y yo sé que no es buena vida ni para él, ni para mí, ni para mis hijos.
He's pushed me in front of my children, and I know this is not a good life for him, for me, and for the children.
Él me habla con muy malas palabras. Y no,
Talks to me
no hay
with very
respeto.
foul language, and there is no respect.
Any additional questions?
¿Alguna otra pregunta?
No further questions.
Ninguna otra pregunta, su señoría.
Thank you, ma'am, for being here today.
Gracias, señora, por estar aquí en el día de hoy.
Gracias.
Thank you.
All right, court does find probable cause. We'll set bond in this case at $2,000. Special conditions, there not to be any contact directly or indirectly with the victim in this case, Ms. Diana Beltran. Mr.
¿El
Burton
juez
is
haya?
not to return to 13621 Bayview Isle Drive. He can go back one time with law enforcement to retrieve his personal belongings. Outside of that, he's not to live there until further order of the court. Any weapons, ammunition, firearms must be surrendered to law enforcement within 24 hours of his release from the Orange County Jail. Anything else from the state?
No, Your Honor.
Defense?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
All right. Good luck to you, sir.
El juez ha hallado que hay causas que respaldan la acusación, no puede tener contacto con la alegada víctima, la señora Diana Beltrán, no puede regresar al 1361 de la Bellevue Isle Drive, no puede vivir con ella, tiene que entregar cualquier arma a las autoridades en las próximas 24 horas una vez quede en libertad. Eso es todo, gracias.
Good luck to you, sir. All right.
Your Honor,
Yep.
do we have one more case for the interpreter?
I believe so. This is it, right?
Okay, thank you.
Yep, this is the last one.
Thank you.
Sir, do you need an interpreter?
No.
Okay.
¿Necesita intérprete, señor?
No, it's just the victim.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Yep. All right, this is case, we have two cases. First case is 2022 MM 3724AO, a charge of battery domestic violence related. The court does find probable cause for your arrest in that case, sir, and will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you. We also have case 2022 MM 3753, violation of a domestic violence injunction. The court does find probable cause for your arrest in that case, and will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you as well in there. Ma'am, raise your right hand to be sworn.
Levanta su mano derecha para prestar juramento, señora, por favor.
You solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Jura o afirma que el testimonio que está por presentar es la verdad, toda la verdad y nada más que la verdad.
Sí, señor.
I need you to.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You can put your hand down. What is your name,
Puede
ma'am?
bajar su mano.
Adelina
Díganos su nombre. ¿Perdón?
Edilenia Jerez.
Edinelia Jerez.
Okay. And how are you related to Mr. Siragusa?
¿Cuál es su parentesco con el señor Zaragoza?
Él es mi exnovio.
He's my ex-boyfriend.
Okay. What would you like to tell the court?
¿Qué quiere decirle usted al juez?
Yo quiero retirar los cargos contra él y la orden de restricción. Yo me voy a mudar del estado y quiero dejar todo así en paz con él.
I want to withdraw the injunction against him and the charges. I will be moving out of state, and I do want to leave everything in peace with him, just like that.
Ma'am, unfortunately, I understand you want to withdraw the paperwork. Today is not the day, and I can't do that without you going downtown to the clerk's office and filing paperwork that does all of that.
Señora, desafortunadamente, hoy no es el día para hacer esto. Usted tendría que llenar unos papeles para poder poner una petición para retirar los cargos, y eso es algo que usted tiene que hacer en la oficina del actuario en el centro.
You are also going to have to meet with a victim's advocate from the state attorney's office who will go over what your rights are and explain to you everything that's going on and make sure that you do want to give up and decide what you want to decide on your own.
Señora, también usted va a tener que entrevistarse con una persona de la fiscalía que aboga por las víctimas, y ellos van a tener que revisar con usted y explicarle cuáles son sus derechos para que usted pueda decidir por su cuenta cómo proseguir.
And until you do that, the state has to make a decision whether or not they're going to go forward once you do that. But I have to today figure out what we're going to do with your ex-boyfriend.
Hasta que usted no haga eso, el Estado es el que va a decidir si van a proseguir con las causas o no. Yo aquí en el día de hoy tengo que decidir qué es lo que vamos a hacer con su exnovio.
So let me ask you a few questions, okay?
Permítame hacerle unas preguntas.
Do you all live together or no?
¿Ustedes viven juntos o no? No.
No. Okay. Are you afraid for your safety if he was to be released from the Orange County Jail?
Si él quedara libre de la cárcel del condado de Orange, ¿usted teme por su seguridad?
No.
No.
Would you be able to call police or remove yourself from a situation if he showed up at your house again or did something that gave you concern?
¿Usted estaría dispuesta a llamar a la policía si él la llama a usted o se presenta en su casa o en cualquier situación? ¿Usted estaría dispuesta a llamar a la policía nuevamente?
Sí.
Yes.
Si él se presenta agresivo, sí, pero yo no llamé a la policía esta vez.
If he shows to be aggressive, yes, but I did not call the police this time.
I understand. I understand. You understand, even though you've told me today you don't want the injunction in place, the injunction still remains in place and he can't come over, correct?
Usted entiende que aunque usted me ha dicho aquí en el día de hoy que usted quiere retirar la orden de alejamiento, esta orden de alejamiento aún está vigente y él no puede venir a su casa o acercársele a usted. ¿Usted entiende esto, señora?
Sí.
Yes.
All right. State, you wish to be heard?
No, Your Honor.
Defense?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, ma'am, for being here.
Gracias, señoras, por estar aquí.
All right. What's it? Ma'am, hold on. Let her
Señora,
stay in there so
momento.
she can hear what I do. All right. In 2022, MM 3724, the charge of battery domestic violence, the court's going to set bond. I show that Mr. Saragusa does not qualify for pretrial release, correct? All right. The court's going to set bond in that case at $1,500. No hostile contact or no contact based on the injunction with the victim in this case. Any firearms, ammunition must be surrendered to law enforcement within 24 hours of your release if they weren't already surrendered in the domestic violence injunction. You're not to return to the scene. In 2022, MM 3753. Bond in that case will be set at $1,000. Special conditions, no contact with the victim, no return, surrender all firearms and ammunition to law enforcement within 24 hours of your release.
Bien, en el caso 22 MM3724, agresión, violencia doméstica, la fianza en ese caso es de $1,500. No va a poder tener ningún tipo de contacto con la alegada víctima de acuerdo a la orden de alejamiento. No puede poseer ningún tipo de armas, municiones. Tiene 24 horas para entregar a las autoridades cualquier armas o municiones que pueda tener. No puede regresar al lugar de los hechos. En el caso 22 MM3753, la fianza es de $1,000, condiciones especiales nuevamente. No puede tener contacto ni regresar al lugar de los hechos y entregar cualquier arma que pueda tener. Si no lo ha hecho anteriormente ya, en menos de 24 horas una vez quede en libertad.
The case number, sorry, it's a little bit, but you'll have.
Okay? All right.
Bien.
Thank you all. Thank you,
Gracias
Madam
a todos.
Interpreter.
You're welcome, Your Honor. Your Honor, before I hang up, are you starting at 10 tomorrow?
That's my hope.
Okay. I was not informed you started at 10 today. I would have been available, but
Sorry.
not a problem. I will be available at 10. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
All right. Luke Charles?
Yes, sir.
All right. You are here in 2022 CF 6389AO, a charge of criminal mischief and trespass on a structure or conveyance. The court does find probable cause for your arrest. I will conditionally appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you. Bond in this case will be set as to count 1 at $1,000, count 2 at $100. Special conditions, you are not to return to 5450 Point Vista Circle here in Orlando, Florida. And you're not to have any contact directly or indirectly with any of the victims or witnesses. All right. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you. This is our general information, and that's your bond information, okay?
Henry McWhite refused.
I'm sorry?
Henry McWhite refused.
All right, Mr. McWhite will be reset for tomorrow. Are you Carl Williams?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
All right, so you are here in case 2022 CF 6408AO. 7-count complaint. A judge, I'm sorry. I do find probable cause for your arrest. Count 1, trafficking in cocaine. Counts 2, possession of methamphetamine. Count 3, trafficking in oxycodone. Count 4, possession of cannabis with intent to sell, deliver with a weapon. Count 5, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Count 6, trafficking in hydrocodone. And count 7, manufacture of cocaine. As to count 1, trafficking in cocaine, bond to be set at $50,000. Count 2, possession of methamphetamine, bond to be set at $5,000. Count 3, trafficking in oxycodone, bond to be set at $50,000. Count 4, possession of cannabis with intent to sell, deliver with a weapon, bond to be set at $1,000. Count 5, possession of a firearm or ammunition by a convicted felon, bond to be set at $4,000. Count 6, trafficking in hydrocodone, bond to be set at $50,000. And count 7, trafficking or manufacture of cocaine, bond to be set at $2,500. Good luck to you, sir.
There's your information with the bond information. And we'll send you a letter in the mail, but this is just general information. Okay?
Seriously? Cynthia Schinderwind?
Good morning.
Are you Miss Schinderwind?
Yes, Schneiderwind.
Schinderwind, sorry about that, ma'am. All right, ma'am, you are here in 2022 3720AO, charge of trespass on property after warning. The court does find probable cause for your arrest. I will also appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you today. Bond in this case will be set at $500. You are not to return to the 7-Eleven located at 3974 South Orange Blossom Trail here in Orlando.
Yes.
Good luck to you, ma'am.
Your Honor, there is a.
Pardon me?
there is
Am I
a plea
dismissed?
offer.
Hold on.
If she wanted to accept a plea today, it would be an adjudication of guilt, credit time served, and then no return to scene.
Is it?
Counsel, do you need to talk to her?
Yes, Your Honor, may I have a moment to confer?
Go ahead.
So- Thank you. No, you haven't- States.
She want to take the deal or no? Has she reviewed a plea form?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has she read that?
Have you read this yet?
All right, have a seat in the back where we let the corrections officers know after you've had a chance to read it, and we'll recall your case. I need you to read all of that and understand it before I can take your plea.
Let me know. Okay. Do they have stuff to sign it too over there? Okay.
She can sign it in court. I just need her to read it first.
Okay.
We'll call you back.
What's your name, sir?
Timothy Nesbitt Jr.
All right, Mr. Nesbitt, you are here in 2022 CF 2686, a charge of failing to deliver leased property. A judge in this circuit has issued a warrant for your arrest, had found probable cause, and set bond at $2,500. I will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you.
Okay.
Good luck to you, sir.
This is our information. We'll send you a letter, okay?
Send me a letter.
That way.
Where am I going, boss?
Go that way, sir.
Lee Burton?
Yes, sir.
All right, so you're here in two cases. First is 2022 CF 4221 AO, charge of aggravated battery with a firearm, domestic violence related, aggravated assault with a firearm, domestic violence related, aggravated assault with a firearm, child abuse, and battery, domestic violence related. A judge previously found probable cause for your arrest and issued a warrant for your arrest. Do we have any victims present? No. All right, as to count one, bond in this case will be set at $2,500. Count two, bond will be set at $150. Count three, bond will be set at $150. Count four, bond will be set at $150. Count five, bond will be set at $150. Special conditions, sir. You are not to return to the scene. You're not to have any contact directly or indirectly with the victim in this case. You're not to use or possess any firearms or ammunition. Any firearms or ammunition you own must be surrendered to law enforcement within 24 hours of your release. Anything else from the state?
This is just general information. We'll send you a letter later, okay?
On that case.
No, Your Honor.
All right. So you're also here in 2016 CF 4514 AO, charge of domestic battery by strangulation. A judge issued a warrant for your arrest based on your failure to appear at a status hearing on April 18th. As such, bond in that case was set at $0. So you'll be held no bond on that case. Good luck to you, sir.
Okay, so that's the one you went.
Are you Benjamin Chappell?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir, you are here in 2022 CF 6400 AO in charge of battery by strangulation. I will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you. Based on the arrest affidavit, I do find probable cause for the arrest. Do we have a victim present?
Oh, Your Honor.
All right, sir, as to this case, bond will be set at $2,500. Special conditions, sir, you're not to have any contact directly or indirectly with the victim in this case, Amia Byrne, B-Y-R-N-E. You're not to use or possess any firearms or ammunition. Any firearms or ammunition that you own, sir, must be surrendered to law enforcement within 24 hours of your release from the Orange County Jail. Do you all live together?
All right, so I need to explain this part because
Just answer my question. Do you live together?
no, she's not on my lease.
That's not the question that I asked. Do you live together? Do you both cohabitate 5741 Kingsgate Drive, Apartment D? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Sir, I'll allow you to go back one time with law enforcement to retrieve your personal belongings. You can get a copy of your lease to your attorney, and they can file a motion with the judge downtown to see if they can modify the terms of your pretrial release. But until that time, You are to maintain separate residences, and you cannot go back to the property on Kingsgate Drive, except one time with law enforcement.
Yes, sir.
All right? Good luck to you, sir.
Mr. Chappell. It's just general information.
Can you bring him back in real quick?
Chapel.
You can speak up, that's fine. Sir, back on Mr. Chappell, sir, you also qualify for pretrial release. If you want to do pretrial release in lieu of posting the $2,500 bond, I'll allow you to do that. I'll give you that option. You can just let them know in the back what you want to do.
So can you help me out with that? But what do you mean by that?
All right, stand up, first of all.
My bad.
Pretrial release would require you to check in and have supervision monthly by the Department of Corrections throughout the pendency of your case.
Okay, so
Could subject yourself to random drug tests, could random check-ins, all of that.
okay, so
You would do that in lieu of bond.
that would, do I leave today or what?
Either way, I mean, if you want to do pretrial release, yes, they would start the paperwork to get you out. If you want to do the bond, it's whenever you post the bond.
So if I take PTR, will I leave today?
Yeah, I could,
Yes.
can I confirm?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't know.
it's like, it's kind of. Keep it quiet.
All right,
Have to, like,
just,
just away from her. Okay, cool. Yeah. I'll do PTR.
all right, you'll be released PTR. Straight PTR. Good luck to you, sir.
No.
Terrace Kroom?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Kroom, you are here in 2022 CF 6414AO, a charge of domestic battery by strangulation. I will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you, and the court does find probable cause for your arrest. Ma'am, can I get you to raise your right hand to be sworn? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes,
All right, what's your name?
Luann Stout.
Okay, Miss Luann, I'm sorry?
Luann Stout.
All right, Miss Stout, what would you like to tell the court?
I just think he need therapy for his anger.
Okay,
Yeah, therapy and counseling.
okay, how are you two related?
My boyfriend.
That's your boyfriend. You all live together?
Yes, sir.
All right, if your boyfriend, Mr. Kroom, was to be released from the Orange County Jail, would you be in fear for your safety?
I know I should be, but I'm not.
What do you mean you know you should be, but you're not? You got to explain that to me.
Well, he attacked me when he get angry.
Okay. So if he was to be released from the jail, are you asking that he be allowed to come back home and you all live together? Or do you want him to maintain a separate residence for now?
We could do separate for now.
Separate for now, okay. Does he have any personal belongings at the house on Park Hamilton Boulevard?
I found his Xbox outside. Whoever was getting his stuff left it outside, and I think I have his wallet and stuff I found in my vehicle.
Okay, so if he came back one time to get his personal belongings, you'd be okay with that?
Yes.
Okay, and if you're living in separate residences, do you want the ability to talk to him, or do you want no contact?
I could talk to him.
Okay, do you understand what no hostile contact is?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what do you think no hostile contact is?
No arguing and fighting.
Okay, and if something arose like that, would you be able to call the police or
Yes.
get yourself away from the situation? Is that what you're asking me to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay. State,
Nothing, Your Honor.
defense?
Nothing from the defense, Your Honor.
All right. All right, thank you, ma'am, for being here. Is there anything else you want to tell me?
No, sir, thank you.
Okay. All right, Mr. Krim, I do find probable cause for your arrest. I'll set bond in this case at $1,500. Special conditions, you're to maintain separate residences from the victim. I'll allow you to go back one time to the location on Park Hamilton Boulevard to retrieve the remaining of your personal belongings. You're to have no hostile contact with the victim in this case, and any firearms, ammunition, or weapons that you have in your possession must be surrendered to law enforcement within 24 hours of your release. All right? Good luck to you, sir.
Just information about your.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
All right. After Mr. Fudge, if Ms. Schinderwing is done, we can, okay. After Mr. Fudge. You're Mr. Fudge?
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Is that a yes, you're Mr. Fudge?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you're here in 2022 CF 6369 AO, charge of battery, domestic violence related, resisting an officer with violence, and resisting an officer without violence. I will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you, sir. The court does find probable cause for your arrest. I don't see that we have a victim present. Bond in this case, as to count one, bond will be set at $2,500. Count two, bond will be set at $1,000, and count three, bond will be set at $500. Special conditions, sir, you are not to have any contact directly or indirectly with the victim in this case. You are not to possess or use any firearms or ammunition. All firearms and ammunition must be surrendered to law enforcement within 24 hours of your release from the Orange County Jail.
Victim.
You all live together at the house on South Conway Road?
Yes, sir. I'm the sole provider. The victim wants contact.
Well,
No, because I take it. I'm the only one that I need.
Sir,
I work in the
sir,
airport. I
Sir,
need,
sir. If she was here and I could hear that from her, that'd be a different story.
that they,
Sir,
I'm sorry.
do not have any contact with her directly or indirectly.
Definitely not.
There's gonna be no contact. Your attorney through the public defender's office can file a motion and have a hearing in front of the judge downtown in Division 20 to modify the terms of your pretrial release. But until that time, you are to maintain separate residences, and I'll allow you to go back to the location one time with law enforcement to retrieve your personal belongings. All right? Good luck to you, sir.
Your Honor, he has clothes at the house that his mom can go get. Is that okay?
He or law enforcement, she can go get it, or he can go back with law enforcement.
Okay.
I mean, I'd prefer that he go back with law enforcement, that way there's no,
We want to go back, sir. I just want
okay. Send your mom, then your mom's allowed to go back one time with.
This is just bond information and our general information. We'll send you a letter.
This one. All right, back on the record of Ms. Schinderwind.
Snyderwind.
Shinerwind, sorry.
Did you sign-
Snyderwind.
Did you
This
sign-
is 2022 MM 3720. Ma'am, raise your right hand to be sworn.
Okay.
Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
All right, what's your name?
Cynthia Snyderwind.
All right, ma'am, you're here on a charge of trespass on property after warning. The state attorney's office has offered you an adjudication of guilt, credit time served, and no return to the scene. Is that what you want to do?
Yes.
Did you sign that plea form?
Yes.
You can sign it now, Your Honor.
Have you signed it yet or no?
The process of signing it, sir.
All right.
I'm with
Did you read and understand all the rights you're giving up by entering this plea, ma'am?
Yes.
Did anyone force you or threaten you into taking this plea?
Uh,
Did anyone force you or threaten you? Are you under the influence today of any alcohol, medication, or?
no.
You got it, ma'am. You don't even know what I'm gonna ask you.
Am I under any influence of drugs or alcohol?
Okay, well, let me ask the questions and then you answer them, all right? Are you under the influence today of any alcohol, medication, or drugs that would influence your ability to make a decision?
No.
All right, you understand if you're not a United States citizen or in this country legally, by entering this plea, it will subject you to deportation from the United States.
Yes.
How far did you get in school, ma'am?
I graduated high school.
So you read and understand the English language, correct?
Yes.
All right. Are you satisfied with the representation you received today from your
Yes.
attorney from the public defender's office?
Yes.
All right, ma'am, to the charge of trespass, how do you wish to plead? Guilty or no contest?
No contest.
All right. I'll accept your plea, find you're entering freely and voluntarily with an attorney with whom you say you're satisfied. I'll adjudicate you guilty of the charge of trespass. Sentence you to 3 days in the county jail with credit for 3 days' time served, or that you pay court costs, cost of prosecution, and the public defender fee. We can reduce all that to a civil judgment. That way you don't have to pay it today or within 6 months.
Yes.
You can pay it when you can.
And Your Honor, can you repeat the case number for the record, please? I don't have it on my docket. Thank you.
2022 MM 3720 AO. You are not to return to the scene either, ma'am.
I won't, sir. I won't.
All right.
I'm not even from there, sir, and I won't.
Good luck to you. If you wish to appeal,
Time served now, sir?
if you wish to appeal, you have 30 days to file an appeal.
I thank you very much, sir.
Oh.
Have a good day.
Okay. Must be done in writing. Josh Jones?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir, you are here in 2022 CF 6423. This is a charge of battery, dating violence, and tampering with a witness to hinder communication to a law enforcement officer. The court will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you today. The court does also find probable cause for your arrest. Got it. We don't have a victim present? All right, so you do qualify for pretrial release, so I'll give you the option of doing pretrial release or posting the bond. Do you know if you want to do PTR?
Yes, sir.
All right, so allow you to do pretrial release on both counts. Special conditions, sir, you are not to have any contact directly or indirectly with the victim in this case. You're not to return to the scene. Do you all live together at 2215?
We was here on vacation, sir. We don't even live in this state.
All right, well, y'all live,
No, sir, we don't live together. She live in Mississippi, I live in Memphis, Tennessee.
okay. Well, don't have any contact with her directly or indirectly until this case is resolved one way or the other.
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll appoint the Office of Public Defender and make sure you stay in touch with them. And make sure you stay in touch with pretrial release or there'll be a warrant issued for your arrest.
Sir.
Good luck to you.
Send you a letter, okay? Talk to. Just make sure all your address and information.
All right, Jasper Manning?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir, you are here in 2022 CF 6424. Charge of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon without intent to kill and criminal mischief. The court will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you. And does find probable cause as it relates to this case. Ma'am, what's your name?
Anitra Manning.
All right, ma'am, raise your right hand to be sworn. You solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes,
All right, what is your relationship to Mr. Jasper Manning?
I'm his mother.
You're his mother. Okay, and what would you like to tell the court?
Yes, I would like to tell the court that I did not press charges, and I'm not going to press charges. Jasper has autism spectrum disorder. He's been doing good at home. He actually has a job, and they've been working with him with his disabilities. So I'm asking that he please be able to be released so he can go back to work. It's been very helpful and productive for him.
State?
My records indicate that he does have a history of mental health. I've also spoken with the mother, and she's raised these same issues in that she didn't wish to press charges and things of that nature. I just saw that he wasn't eligible for PTR.
Is he eligible for mental health? Is he eligible for any mental health PTR release or? Because he's also out on bond. Right, but he's also out on bond in 2022 CF 2220 AO, and he also has another misdemeanor. I'm not crazy about keeping someone in custody who has a known mental health illness. However, the nature of these offenses are all pretty serious. Sir, how old are you?
19, sir.
19.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, does he live with you?
Yes, he does. We're willing to have him stay with my mom. That's not an issue, and she's here today.
Where's she at?
She's up right here. Would you like her to?
Yeah, if you don't mind having her come in. How long, when could they evaluate him? Is that? Ma'am, what's your name?
Victoria Coleman.
All right, Ms. Coleman, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, what's your relationship to Jasper Manning?
I'm his grandmother.
Okay, and you live here in Orange County?
Yes, I do.
All right. And are you willing to have your grandson come live with you?
Yes, absolutely.
Where do you live in Orange County? Which side of town? East or west?
I live on Winter Garden.
Winter Garden? How far from, I assume that's your daughter?
Oh, maybe about 3 or 4 miles.
There's a mental health pretrial release,
Yes,
but he would need to be screened for that.
okay.
And then that would give us some more options with regards to treatment, because the nature of this offense requires, bond, and then he's also out on bond on another case that would require, based on the new law violations, me to revoke and terminate that bond and let the circuit judge, and I'm not really crazy about him being held no bond. Sir, would you be willing to submit yourself to a mental health evaluation and see if you qualify for mental health pretrial release?
Yes, sir.
State?
That's fine with the state, Your Honor. And within the felony cases, the judge raised the same concerns that you're having now on holding him.
Right. That was Calderon, correct?
That was.
This case is Calderon.
I have a Judge Roche.
Roche, yeah.
Your Honor, can I say something? Okay, yes, my son has psychologist evaluation, so he's been incompetent.
When was that?
He just had one a couple days ago, and then before that, he's had an evaluation with Dr. Danziger.
Okay. All right. I'm going to order that Mr. Manning be referred to, if he qualifies, for mental health evaluation, for mental health PTR. I'm going to take no action on the old case.
Thank you.
On the new case, I've got to set a bond in case he doesn't qualify for PTR.
Is the new case the damage of criminal mischief, Your Honor?
I'm sorry?
Which one are you referring to the new case as? The criminal mischief over 200?
The 2022 CF 6424, the assault with a deadly weapon without intent to kill and criminal mischief.
Okay, thank you.
Ma'am, I'm going to set a bond in that case.
Okay,
In the event that he doesn't qualify for mental health PTR,
okay.
just so he's not stuck here
Thank
forever.
you.
So as to count one, bond will be set at 2,500. And count two, bond will be set at 150. He's also here in 2022 MM 300 AW, a charge of criminal mischief over 200, under 1,000. Bond in that, I do find probable cause. Bond in that case will be set at 500. Obviously, if he qualifies for the mental health PTR, then he can elect to do the mental health PTR on both of these new cases. And the court will take no action on 2022 CF 2220 AO.
Okay,
All right?
thank you, thank you.
What's that?
There's another one who's on 2206 as well. What's the income?
21 CF?
002006A.
Oh, okay. 21 CF 2206 AO, court takes no action. 21 CF 7884 AO, court takes no action. And 21 CF 9521 AO, court takes no action.
Also, do you have any conditions?
Not to use or possess any firearms or ammunition, and to have no hostile contact with the victim in this case. Are you comfortable living in the same residence with him?
Yes, I'm his advocate, and I work with youth, and so this is not an issue for me at all.
So there's just to be no hostile contact, and if he's prescribed any medication, to take all medication as prescribed
Yes.
by a mental health physician. All right, sir, do you understand all that somewhat? You good?
Sure.
All right, good luck to you, all right? Thank you.
Your Honor, what
Thank
was the
you, Your
bond on the
Honor.
misdemeanor?
Thank you.
500.
Thank you.
Yep.
And then this is your bond.
Yeah, 4. Yep. Alexander Moody.
Behave, Your Honor, but there's a victim here.
All right, who's here on Moody? All right, this is case 2022 CF 62330. State versus Alexander Moody. I will appoint the Office of Public Defender. A warrant was issued for his arrest on the charge of aggravated battery on a pregnant person, that judge having found probable cause. I will waive his appearance today based on his behavior. Ma'am, what's your name?
Skylar Oliphant.
All right, raise your right hand to be sworn. You solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes.
All right, what was your name again?
Skylar Oliphant.
All right, what's your relationship to Alexander Moody?
I'm his wife.
Yours what?
Wife.
Wife. Okay, what would you like to tell the court?
It was just a misunderstanding, and I'm not in fear of my life or anything. We do reside together, and I'm not gonna press charges against him.
You all live together, you said?
Yes.
And if he was to be released from the Orange County Jail, would you be in fear for your safety?
No.
If a situation arose again, would you be able to remove yourself from that situation and call law enforcement?
Yes.
All right. Are you asking that he be allowed to come home?
Yes.
All right. Anything else you want to tell the court?
No, thank you.
All right. In 2022 CF 623, State, do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Fence?
No, Your Honor.
All right, in 2022 CF 6233, charge of aggravated battery on a pregnant person, the court will set bond at $1,500. Special condition, there's to be no hostile contact with the victim in this case. And Mr. Moody, throughout the pendency of this case, must surrender any weapons or firearms, ammunition to law enforcement within 24 hours of his release from the Orange County Jail. They're to have no hostile contact, and he is not to use or possess any narcotics without a legal prescription. All right. He's also here in 2022 CF 6405 AO, a charge of possession of cannabis over 20 grams and 3 counts of possession of drug paraphernalia. I'll also appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent Mr. Moody. You want to waive his appearance on this one?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we'll waive his appearance for today's purposes. Do find probable cause. Count 1, possession of cannabis over 20 grams will be set at $1,000. Counts 2, 3, and 4, possession of drug paraphernalia, bond will be set at $100. Special condition, he's not to use or possess any narcotics without a legal prescription. All right?
Okay.
All right, thank you, ma'am, for being here. Good luck.
Thank you.
Your name, sir? All right, Mr. Pender. You're here on 2 cases. The first is 2022 CF 5105. Charge of burglary of an occupied dwelling, battery on a person 65 years of age or older, battery commit domestic. Sir, it's in your best interest not to say anything here. Everything's being recorded. Battery, domestic by strangulation, and battery domestic violence. The court has reviewed the arrest affidavit, or actually the warrant that was issued for your arrest by another judge. They reviewed it and did find probable cause and issued the warrant for your arrest. We don't have a victim present, correct? All right. As to count 1, burglary of an occupied dwelling, bond will be set at $2,500. Count 2, battery on a person 65 years of age or older, bond will be set at $1,500. Count 3, battery by strangulation, bond will be set at $150. And count 4, battery domestic violence, bond will be set at $150. Sir, special conditions are you're not to return to the scene. You're not to have any contact with the victims in this case, directly or indirectly. You're not to use or possess any firearms or ammunition. All firearms or ammunition must be surrendered to law enforcement within 24 hours of your release from the Orange County Jail. All right. You're also here, sir, on 2022 CT 4585. 485 AW. Let me do that again. 2022 CT 485 AW. This was a driving while license suspended, revoked with knowledge. You failed to appear, sir, and the judge issued a warrant for your arrest. In that case, based on your failure to appear in court on April 18th, bond was set in that case at $250. Good luck to you, sir. Carol Samaya?
Yes.
All right, ma'am, you are here in 2022 CF 6410 AO. Charge of leaving the scene of a crash with injuries as well as aggravated battery. The court will appoint the Office of Public, I'm sorry, hang on a second. You filled out this application for a public defender, correct? Did you fill that out?
Yes, sir.
All right, is everything on here true and correct?
Yes.
You make $1,800 every 2 weeks?
Yes, sir.
You have no dependents?
No.
All right. Ma'am, you don't qualify for the appointment of a public defender based on your income. However, I'll ask them to stand in as a friend of the court today just to help you through the initial appearance.
Thank you.
I do find probable cause for your arrest. As to count 1, leaving the scene of a crash with injuries, bond will be set at $2,500. Count 2, aggravated battery, bond will be set at $1,500. Special conditions, you're not to have any contact directly or indirectly with the alleged victim in this case. And you're not to return. Do you live together at 3700 Curry Ford Road?
No.
You live there by yourself?
I live with my 2 adult children.
Okay. And neither one of them is Michael Anthony Yambo, correct?
No, sir.
Okay. So you're not to have any contact directly or indirectly with Mr. Yambo. Any firearms or ammunition you have must be surrendered to law enforcement within 24 hours of your release. And you all are to maintain separate residences, okay?
Yes, sir.
This is just. This is just.
Good luck to you. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Your name?
Devontae Tisdale Granger.
All right.
Hello.
Mr. Granger, you are here in 2022 CF 6366 AO. This is a charge of battery, domestic violence related, as well as assault with a deadly weapon. Sir, you filled out an application for a public defender. Do you remember filling that out, sir?
Yes.
Is this it right here?
Yes.
All right. And you're not married and you have no dependents, is that correct?
Yes.
And you make $700 to $800 a week?
Yes.
All right, unfortunately, sir, you do not qualify for the appointment of a public defender. I'm going to ask them as a friend of the court to just stand in and represent you today and help you through this process. I do find probable cause for your arrest. We don't have a victim present, correct?
No, Your Honor.
All right. You do not qualify for pretrial release. Bond in this case, as to count 1, bond will be set at $2,500. Count 2, bond will be set at $150. You're not to have any contact directly or indirectly with the alleged victim in this case, Mr. Darren Finney. You're not to use or possess any firearms or ammunition. Any firearms or ammunition that you have must be surrendered to law enforcement within 24 hours of your release from the Orange County Jail. Do you all live together on Raleigh Street, sir?
I live here. He lives in Texas.
Okay.
He never lived there.
All right. I will allow you to return to the 6064, but you all must maintain separate residences, all right?
Okay.
All right. Good luck to you.
You're welcome.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Russell Axel.
Does he qualify? He does?
Axum?
Okay. All right, sir, you are here in 2022 MM 237 AA, a charge of battery. The court, you didn't fill out an application for a public defender, sir. I'll appoint the office of public defender conditionally to represent you today. I do find probable cause for your arrest. He does qualify for PTR? All right, so you qualify for pretrial release. Your attorney can explain that to you. You can elect to do pretrial release or post bond, in this case, in the amount of $2,500. Special condition, either way, you're not to have any contact directly or indirectly with the victim in this case. And I'll allow you to go back to the scene one time with law enforcement to retrieve your personal belongings. All right? Any firearms or ammunition you have, sir, must be surrendered to law enforcement within 24 hours of your release from the Orange County Jail. All right, good luck to you, sir. Do you know if you're going to do pretrial release, sir?
Sir,
Do you plan on doing pretrial release or posting a bond?
trial release.
PTR. All right, thank you, sir.
Your Honor, Jamie Bacon refused.
All right, Mr. Bacon, is anyone here for Mr. Bacon?
No, Your Honor.
All right, we'll reset Mr. Bacon for tomorrow. All right, your name?
Devin Brock.
Mr. Brock, you are here in 2022 MM 3737 AO, a charge of battery domestic violence related. I've reviewed your application for a public defender. Will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you. What is your name, sir?
Christopher Miller.
All right, Mr. Miller, raise your right hand. You solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Miller, what is your relationship to Devin Brock?
He's my boyfriend.
All right, you all live together?
Yes.
All right, what would you like to tell the court?
Devin Brock is not a threat to me. We reside together, and I would like to make sure that I get him therapy and anger management.
All right, are you asking that he be allowed, you guys live together, you said?
Yes, sir.
Are you asking that he be released from the jail and be able to come reside with you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, are you in fear for your safety if he was to be released from the Orange County Jail?
Not at all.
All right, if a situation arose again, would you be able to remove yourself from that situation and call 911?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Anything else you want to tell the court?
We don't have the best, we don't have the most money right now. If you could reduce his bond or something, that would be very appreciated, sir.
All right. State, any questions for Mr. Miller?
No, Your Honor.
Defense?
No, Your Honor.
Got it. All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Miller. All right, Mr. Brock, I do find probable cause for the arrest. You qualify for pretrial release. If you, do you want to do pretrial release or do you want to post a $1,500 bond?
PTR.
PTR? All right, sir, I'll allow you to do pretrial release, special conditions. You're to have no hostile contact with Mr. Miller. I'll allow you to live in the same residence and return home. However, any firearms or ammunition that you have must be surrendered to law enforcement within 24 hours of your release, all right? Good luck to you. Thank you, sir.
I'll send you a link. You're welcome.
Mr. Childs?
Morning.
Is that you, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Childs, you are here in 2022 MM 3725. Sir, you're here on a charge of battery, dating violence. The court has reviewed your application for a public defender and will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you. I also do find probable cause for the arrest. Sir, you do qualify for pretrial release. Do you want to participate in pretrial release, or would you like me to set a bond for you?
Pretrial release it is.
All right, sir, I'll allow you to do pretrial release. Special conditions, sir, you're not to have any contact directly or indirectly with the victim in this case.
Excuse me, Your Honor. One thing, the officers, she had my possessions, cell phone and everything. I wonder if there's any way I can get a police escort for just it's just some personal things that she had, like a cell phone.
That's to the hotel room on America Way?
No, I'm thinking she has it in her possession because I actually helped her get a room or something like that one night, and they took me to jail. So I don't know if my possessions are with her or where they're at right now, but I'm pretty sure they have to be with her because she was the last one there.
The only address you live on Monitor Avenue, correct?
Yeah, I live there. I got her a hotel room for her kids to stay there one night, so I left my phone there with her when I got arrested.
I mean,
Meaning she has.
to the extent I can order her to return your personal property to you, I don't know how I'm gonna facilitate that because I can't have her meet you anywhere.
I mean,
Do anything. I'll allow you to go back to the Motel 6 one time with law enforcement to retrieve your personal belongings if she's there and if it's there. But you all are to maintain separate residences and you have no contact with her directly or indirectly, except through law enforcement to go get your personal belongings one time.
Okay, no problem.
Right. Any firearms or ammunition you have must be surrendered to law enforcement within 24 hours of release from the Orange County Jail.
Okay.
All right? And those would be the special conditions of your pretrial release.
No problem.
Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
This is a general.
It's gonna go to my address.
Ms. Curry? All right, ma'am, you are here in 2022 MM 3746. Ma'am, you filled out an application for a public defender. Do you remember filling that out?
Yeah,
Is everything on there true and correct?
yeah.
You make $5,000 every 2 weeks?
Only because I'm a travel nurse. Only because I'm under a local contract.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, based on that, you don't qualify for a public defender. But I'm gonna I'm gonna ask the public defender to stand in today just to help you. You're here from Illinois, is that correct?
Yes.
All right. You're here on a charge of battery, domestic violence related. Sir, what's your name?
My name is Dante Curry.
All right, Mr. Curry, raise your hand. You solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, sir.
All right, what's your relationship to Miss Asia Curry?
That's my wife.
That's your wife, all right? What would you like to tell me?
That we're here on vacation. I don't want to pursue this case. I just want us to have a great time here. I do believe that she is remorseful, and that's all.
Okay. Are you in fear for your safety if she was to be released from the Orange County Jail?
No, I'm not.
All right, and I know you're down here on vacation or for her work. You're asking her to be able to come stay with you at the hotel?
Yes, we have 4 children here as well.
Okay. And you would be able to remove yourself from a situation should a situation arise again?
Yes.
Okay. State?
No questions, Your Honor.
All right, sir. I understand you've expressed your desire to not follow through with the charges, but you're gonna need to get in touch with the state attorney's office. Just by saying that here today doesn't drop the charges against her. You understand that?
I do, yes.
All right. Ma'am, you do qualify for pretrial release, so I'll allow you to do pretrial release in lieu of posting a bond. Do you want to do that instead of posting a bond?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll allow you to do pretrial release. I'm going to allow you to go back and live with your husband, the alleged victim in this case, based on his request, and allow you to have what's called non-hostile contact. So that means no yelling, screaming, arguing, anything that someone would perceive as threatening, okay?
Yes.
Any firearms or ammunition you have must be surrendered to law enforcement within 24 hours of release from the Orange County Jail. And I'll allow you to return back home to Illinois. How long are you here for?
Until Tuesday night.
Until Tuesday. Okay. So I'll allow you to go back to Illinois. Just make sure you stay in touch with, hire an attorney or whatever you're going to do, because you don't qualify for a public defender. And sir, while you're in town, I would highly suggest, if it's your desire not to press charges, get in touch with the state attorney's office Monday before you leave in case they need to meet with you personally.
Thank you.
All right. Good luck to y'all.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Information sheet in case you do need.
Are you Letty-Mar Jimenez Chavarez? All right, you can pull that microphone down a little bit so it's closer to your mouth. Thank you. All right, ma'am, you are here in 2022 MM 302 AW, a charge of battery. I will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you based on your financial affidavit. Sir, what is your name?
My name is Adolfo Rodriguez.
All right, Mr. Rodriguez, raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I swear, yes.
All right, sir, what would you like to tell me?
Ever since the divorce, she's my ex-wife. She's been very verbally aggressive towards me, and to the point that we hardly have a conversation. Anyways, yes, during this conflict, my son he saw what happened. I would like to get him therapy, and also I would like to have a restriction order on her.
Okay. So you all already divorced, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and so obviously you don't live together.
Nope.
Okay. Do you have any reason to communicate with one another besides your child?
Nope.
Okay. I understand you want your son to get therapy, but I don't have the legal authority to order that.
Okay.
And I can, if she was to be released from the Orange County Jail, are you in fear for your safety?
No, but I'm in fear of my girlfriend's safety.
Okay. Well, okay. So
Well,
okay. State, any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Vance?
Yeah, I do have some
Go
questions.
ahead.
But you don't have any fear for your safety again, correct?
well, I don't trust her anymore, so I don't know who she is anymore. So
I'm sorry, no, I'm not asking if you trust. I'm just saying you don't have any fear for your safety. That's the question.
I have fear for my safety. Yes.
Okay, for your physical safety?
Yes.
Okay. Nothing further, Your Honor.
If I may, Your Honor, do you have fear for your child's safety?
I don't think she's gonna do nothing towards him, but I don't want him to see what's going on in between us. That's all. That's why I hardly ever talk to her or try to only text.
How old is your son?
10.
How do you all do exchanges? Did you guys do exchanges at home or where?
No, we meet up on a meeting point.
Where's the meeting point?
It's in Winter Garden.
At the Wawa?
It was at the Wawa. That's correct.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. You can just stay there so you can listen to what I say. All right, I do find probable cause for the arrest. I will set bond in this case at $1,500. Special conditions, there's to be no contact directly or indirectly with Adrienne Rodriguez. There's to be contact only as it relates to the minor child with Adolfo Rodriguez. Any weapons, firearms, ammunition must be surrendered to law enforcement within 24 hours of release from the Orange County Jail. Ma'am, you qualify for pretrial release. Do you want to do pretrial release or do you want me to set a bond?
Yes, pretrial.
Pretrial release, all right. I'll allow you to do pretrial release. So all those things I just said will be special conditions of your pretrial release. I'm gonna change the exchange location while this case is pending or until further order of the court for the pickup and exchange of the minor child. That's now gonna be at the Winter Garden Police Department. Okay? No longer at a Wawa. I'm not gonna put you guys at a Wawa. I'd rather have you guys do it at the Winter Garden Police Department. And here's how the exchange is gonna work. You guys are gonna pull up, the child will exit one vehicle and get in the other vehicle. You two are not gonna talk unless there's something directly related to the child, and then you can text each other or do that. But you gotta keep the 10-year-old away from seeing whatever's going on. I'm not saying you did what you did, I'm just saying, let's keep the 10-year-old out of whatever's going on, all right?
All right.
So Winter Garden Police Department, moving forward for your drop-off and exchange. Good luck. Thank you all. Thank you, sir. Robert Maisel?
Sir.
All right, sir, you are here in 2022 MM 3740 AO in charge of battery domestic violence related. Sir, I will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you based on your application and do find probable cause for the arrest. Sir, you qualify for pretrial release. Do you want to do pretrial release or would you like me to set a bond?
We do pretrial release.
All right, I'll allow you to do the pretrial release with the special conditions. You're not to have any contact directly or indirectly with the victim in this case. You're not to use or possess any firearms or ammunition. All firearms or ammunition must be surrendered to law enforcement within 24 hours of your release from the Orange County Jail. You all live together on Devon Court?
Yes, sir. She moved into my father's house
When did she do that?
in December, roughly December, January,
All right,
so I could further help her out because she was in 2 counties away that I was going to help her with my son.
okay. But you all are to maintain separate residences, okay? So if she's not living at Devon Court, then you can live there. But if she's living at 2323 Devon Court, then you can go back one time with law enforcement to get your personal belongings. But you must maintain separate residences. Whose address is Devon Court?
My father.
You can go back one time with law enforcement to get your personal belongings in, until she's no longer there. Then you can have your attorney file a motion to modify the terms of pretrial release.
Seeing my son.
That's, I can't order that, sir. That you gotta deal with domestic court with that. All right, good luck to you.
This is our general information. I'll send you more information.
Chelsea Alston?
Yes.
All right, ma'am, you are here in 2021 CF 4207AO. This is a warrant that was issued for your arrest in March of 2022 for failure to appear for trial. As such, bond will be set at $0. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Here's some information.
Maria Ayala? Is that you?
Yes.
All right, ma'am, you are here in 2022 CF 6342. A charge of manslaughter by culpable negligence. A judge having found probable cause issued a warrant for your arrest. Did you fill out an application for a public defender? Yes. All right, I'll appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you based on your application, since you do qualify. Bond in this case will be set at $0. You're also here in 2022 CF 6341. Possession of a firearm, ammunition by a convicted felon. A judge also, having reviewed a warrant application, did find probable cause for your arrest and issued a warrant for your arrest. The Office of Public Defender will be appointed to represent you in that case. Bond in that case will be set, as count 1 at $2,500, count 2, $150.
And Your Honor, as to 2022 CF 6341,
That's the one we're on now.
I'm sorry, 2022 CF 6342. Considering special circumstances, I asked the court to set bond. She has to make arrangements for the death of her husband.
What special circumstances?
The funeral arrangements and attending the funeral for her husband that happened during this accident.
State?
She is entitled to bond, Your Honor.
Hang on one second.
Her history does appear to be.
Hang on one second, State. Is there an emergency warrant? Okay, I'll take care of it. Okay, yeah. All right, we're gonna do this one more, and then I gotta take a break to send 3 warrants. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, Your Honor, her history seems to just be, 2 counts of, a lot of counts of child neglect, possession of controlled substances, grand thefts, petty thefts. She does have quite a history. But like I said, she's entitled to bond, so it'd be up to Your Honor's discretion.
As far as the bond amount?
Yes, Your Honor. How much bond could you afford?
I can afford
That's literally taken out of his funeral fund, honestly.
So if the bond were set at 5,000,
State? That seems
Rather low, Your Honor.
exceedingly low.
Yes, sir. I'm pulling up the bond schedule now. I do apologize for my lack. I exited out of it.
No, you're fine. Ma'am, are you working?
Yes.
Where do you work? Full-time or part-time?
Full-time.
How much do you make, salary or hourly?
I get paid hourly. I get paid $14 an hour.
All right, and, do you have any other family members here in Central Florida?
I have my sister that's taking care of my kids and another older sister.
Where do they live?
They all live in the West Colonial area, like close by.
Are they working?
One of my sisters is a stay-at-home mom, and she's taking care of my kids, and the other one is pregnant at the moment. But her husband is working.
$10,000, Your Honor.
Find you do 10,000.
all right. Thank you, Your Honor.
Bond will be set at $10,000. Good luck to you. All right, your name, sir?
Octavius Bell.
All right, Mr. Bell.
Yeah, the open cases.
All right, sir, you are here in 2022 CF 6386 AO. Charge of driving while license revoked as a habitual offender. The court has reviewed the arrest affidavit, does find probable cause for the arrest, and reviewed your application for the appointment of a public defender, and I will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you. Sir, bond in this case will be set at $2,500. You're also out on bond, I see, in 2021 CF 15423 AO. In charge of giving a false name or adversely affecting another. Bond in that case was previously set at $500. I'm gonna revoke and terminate that bond. It's set bond in that case at $2,500.
Your Honor, I'm going to ask the court to set bond in the 21 CF 15423 AO.
I just did $2,500.
I'm sorry, in the misdemeanor. No, I'm sorry. What was the case that you revoked bond?
I revoked and terminated and set bond at $2,500 in 21 CF 15423.
Okay.
On a new law violation in 22 CF 6386, I set bond at $2,500.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't catch that. Thank you, Your Honor. All right, so you do have bond in both, okay?
So does that mean I just paid the $2,500 to get out, sir?
No,
You can talk to your attorney, he can give you legal advice. All right, court will be in recess for 5 minutes. Your name, sir?
Christian Lambs.
Mr. Lambs, you are here in 2022 CF 6399 AO. The court has reviewed your application for a public defender and will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you. The court also finds probable cause for your arrest. You're here on a 6-count complaint. Charge 1, possession of cocaine with intent to sell, manufacture, deliver. Possession of, count 2, possession of controlled substance. Count 3, possession of controlled substance. Count 4, controlled substance without a prescription. Count 5, possession, manufacture, paraphernalia to transport drugs. And count 6, driving while license suspended or revoked. As to count 1, bond will be set at $15,000. Counts 2, 3, 4, 5, bond will be set at $1,000 each. Count 6, bond will be set at $2,500. So you are not to use or possess any narcotics without a legal prescription while out on bond. Good luck to you, sir.
Information. We'll send you a okay.
All right, come on up, sir. Your name?
Curry.
All right, Mr. Curry, you are here in 2022 CF 6402 AO. solicitation of a minor via computer, transmit hazardous material to a minor via electronic delivery, and unlawful use of a two-way communication device. The court has reviewed your application for a public defender and will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you.
Sir.
The court has also reviewed the arrest affidavit and does find that there is probable cause for your arrest. As to count one, solicitation of a minor via computer, bond will be set at $1,000. Counts 2 and 3, bond will be set at $150 each. Sir, special conditions of your release, you are not to use any computer that has access to the internet. You're not to go on the internet via cell phone either. You're not to be in contact directly or indirectly with any witnesses or anyone else related to this case.
Sir.
All right. You're also here in 2022 CF 6426. Charge of transmitting hazardous or harmful material to a minor via an electronic device. A warrant was issued for your arrest in that case. The judge, having found probable cause for your arrest, issued that warrant. Office of Public Defender will also be appointed to represent you in that case. In that case, your bond will be set at $1,000. Special conditions, you're not to use or possess any electronics that has access to the media, to the internet, or be on any other form of media that has access to the internet. Okay? All right, good luck to you, sir.
This is all of our general information. We'll send you a letter.
Your Honor.
Yep.
I do apologize. I didn't, oh, wow. I didn't have that first case readily available. Could I get the case number and the bond amounts, please?
2022 CF 6402.
6402.
Count 1, $1,000. Counts 2 and 3, $150 each.
Thank you, sir.
Your Honor, William Degree refused.
William Degree. All right, Mr. Degree will be reset for tomorrow. Your name, sir?
Gerard Dunlap.
What happened?
Did we skip a Stephen Malham, Your Honor?
No, he's also known as William Degree.
Thank you, sir.
Same individual.
What was the reason?
Behavior. Or was it refusal? Yeah, refusal. Reset for tomorrow. All right, hang on one second, Mr. Dunlap.
So this will be.
You're Jared Dunlap, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. You are here in case, oh, one second. He's got like 4. Okay. All right, Mr. Dunlap, you're here in 2022 CF 6375 AO, charge of possession of fentanyl. The court has reviewed your application for a public defender, will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you, and also finds probable cause for your arrest. Sir, I will set bond in this case at $1,000. Special condition, you are not to use or possess any narcotics without a legal prescription. I also show that you are out on bond in 2022 CF 3535 AO, a charge of grand theft, 3rd degree. The court's going to revoke and terminate bond and set bond at 0. Good luck to you, sir.
We are already appointed to you.
Trezquez Fogel. All right, Mr. Fogel, you are here in case 2022 CF 6371 AO, a charge of lewd or lascivious conduct by a person over the age of 17. Sir, did you fill out an application for a public defender?
No, sir.
Are you planning on hiring an attorney?
Already have a hired attorney.
Who'd you hire?
Hugo DeVobian.
All right. Did he know about today?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna ask the public defender to stand in on your behalf today and just help you through this process. I do find probable cause for your arrest. This is not a PBL, correct?
I do not believe so, Your Honor.
Hang on a second.
Lewd or lascivious conduct upon a victim less than 16 by a person less than 18 must be set by judge at first appearance.
Right, no, I'm just trying to figure out how old
Okay, I'm
the
sorry.
alleged victim is.
This is all.
Because there's not. I don't know if she's over 12 or under 12.
Based on the language, Your Honor, I'd imagine under 12, but if you'd like a 24-hour reset for us to inquire as to the age of the victim.
Defense?
I don't have any information about the age, Your Honor.
Have you any objections to resetting this in 24 hours to get that information?
I have no objection.
I will reset it 24 hours to find out the age of the alleged victim. Your name?
Sean Frey.
Mr. Frey.
I got a letter from.
Mr. Frey, you are here in 2022 CF 6383 AO. Charge of battery on a law enforcement officer, resisting an officer without violence, burglary and conveyance, petty theft, resisting an officer without violence. Court will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you in this case. And the court does find probable cause for your arrest. Count 1, bond will be set at $5,000. Counts 2 and 3, bond will be set at $150. Counts 4 and 5, bond will be set at $100. All right, so you do qualify for pretrial release. Do you wish to do pretrial release in lieu of the bonds?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll allow you to do pretrial release. Special conditions, you are not to return to the scene. And you're not to have any contact directly or indirectly with any of the alleged victims or witnesses in this case.
And Your Honor, I do have information that Mr. Frey has items that he needs to retrieve.
From?
The PTR gave me this information from the scene. Is that right? Yes, from the scene that he's ordered not to return to. So we'd ask the court for allowance of a one-time visit with the law enforcement officer to get the items.
Are they at,
What's the address where they're at?
that's the 12049 Pioneers Way?
Yes, Your Honor.
Whose residence is that?
My lady's Patrice Joseph.
All right, I'll allow you to go back to the 12049 one time with law enforcement to retrieve your personal belongings.
Thank you, sir.
All right, good luck.
Okay. Is there information? Sure.
Hang on a second. All right, your name?
Ryan King.
All right, Mr. King. You are here on a warrant that was issued for your arrest in case 2022 CF 557, a charge of burglary conveyance, and a charge of petty theft. The judge in that case did find probable cause for your arrest. I'll appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you. Bond was previously set in that case as to count 1 at $3,500 and count 2 at $500. Special conditions, you are not to return to the scene at 16928 East Colonial Drive. I believe that's the Super Walmart. And you're not to have any contact directly or indirectly with the alleged victim. Good luck to you, sir.
Contact with more information. This is just general information.
Your name?
Ralph Laloy.
All right, Mr. Laloy, you are here in 2022 CF 6415 AO, burglary of an occupied dwelling. The court has reviewed the arrest affidavit, does find probable cause for your arrest, and I will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you. In this case, sir, bond will be set at $5,000. Special conditions, you are not to return to the scene at 5404 Limelight Circle, Unit 1, here in Orange County, Florida. You're also not to have any contact directly or indirectly with the victim in that case or any witnesses. You are also here, sir, on 2022 CF 6416 AO, burglary of an occupied dwelling and criminal mischief. The court will also appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you on that case. The court does find probable cause for your arrest. We'll set bond at $5,000 as to count 1 and $1,000 as to count 2. Special conditions, you're not to have any contact directly or indirectly with the victim or any witnesses, and you're not to return to the scene. I also show that you're out on bond, sir, in 2022 CF 5109 AO, another charge of burglary of a dwelling and petty theft. Bond in that case was previously set at $5,000. The court's going to revoke and terminate bond. It's set bond in that case at $0. Good luck to you, sir.
You don't have a bond.
Honor, Azira Mallet behavior.
All right, we'll reset Mallet till tomorrow.
Dallas Parker bonded.
Parker bonded. Abby Ridley?
Yes.
Your Honor, I apologize. Michelle Nonsent?
Yeah, what happened in Nonsent? Hang on.
Parker bonded, is that correct?
Parker bonded.
Thank you.
Hang on one second, ma'am.
You're Miss Ridley? Okay. Hi, nice to meet you. I'll be filling out this. You'll have your case number, any special conditions, and then the bond amounts, and I'll.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
So, yeah, so whatever the judge says, basically I'm just taking notes for it.
Yep. Yep. She gone. Abby Ridley?
Ridley, yes.
Ridley, ma'am. All right, ma'am, you are here in 2022 MM 3723 AO, charge of resisting an officer without violence. The court does find probable cause for your arrest. It will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you in that case. In that case, bond will be set at $1,000. You are also here in 2022 CT 3055, charge of driving while license suspended, revoked with knowledge. Court does find probable cause for your arrest on that case. Will appoint the Office of Public Defender and set bond in that case at $1,000. You're also here in 2022 CF 6368 AO, charge of possession of cocaine. The court has reviewed the arrest affidavit, does find probable cause for the arrest. Will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you on that case as well. In that case, ma'am, bond will be set at $2,000. Special condition on that case, you are not to use or possess any narcotics without a legal prescription. All right, good luck to you.
Your Honor, may I speak, please?
Talk to your attorney. Talk to your attorney.
I was told all of this. I was able to bond out the very same time I came in.
You do.
You know, what I'm saying is I had the ability to, I did not have a chance to do so. This is from, it's moved here.
All right.
Without a family members, I would have to have a family member come down.
Anything the court needs to address?
Your Honor, Ms. Willie has family members out of state. Is there any consideration for either PTR or ROR?
She doesn't qualify for PTR or ROR. They can call bondsman and post bond.
Right, so you have to call the bondsman.
Sorry.
All right, that's the option you have.
Jerry Sims? Mr. Sims?
Yes.
All right, so you're here on 2022 CF 55590. A warrant was issued for your arrest for charge of possession of methamphetamine. A judge having found probable cause for your arrest issued that warrant. Set bond in this case in the amount of $1,000. Special condition, sir, you are not to use or possess any narcotics without a legal prescription. Based on your application for the appointment of a public defender, I'll appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you. Sir, you also qualify for pretrial release. Would you wish to do pretrial release in lieu of posting the bond?
He would like to do PTR, Your Honor.
All right, sir, I'll allow you to do pretrial release with the same special condition. You're not to use or possess any narcotics, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck to you, sir.
This is our general information. We'll reach out to you with a letter. Yeah, you'll go to okay.
Lisa Wallace? All right, ma'am, you are here in 2022 CF 6401 AO. I will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you based on your application. This is a charge of driving while license suspended or revoked with knowledge for your third or subsequent offense. Do find probable cause for that arrest, and will set bond in that case at $2,500. Ma'am, you are also here on several other cases. I show that you are released on your own recognizance in 2022 CF 262 AO. State, have you, has there been a filing decision on that one?
I can check on that now, Your Honor. It does not appear so, Your Honor, but to be fully transparent with the court, we just received a lab report in the past couple of days, so I imagine it could be. Yes, sir, as of this time, it has not been filed on.
Court will take no action. 2022 CT 25AA, no motor vehicle registration. The Office of Public Defender was previously appointed. In that case, there's a hearing set on July 19th, 2022. Court will take no action on that case. 2022 CT 24AA, charge of driving while license suspended or revoked with knowledge. Hearing also set in that case on July 19th. The Office of Public Defender was previously appointed on that case. Just trying to see how she's out of jail. There's a bond in that case in the amount of $500. Court's going to revoke and terminate that bond. Set bond in that case at $1,500 based on the new law violation.
And that was 2-4, Your Honor, CT 2-4.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Good luck to you.
And then, so, confusing. These are your two bonds for these cases.
All right. Larry Willis.
So your total is going to be these two. Okay.
All right, Mr. Willis, you are here in 2022 CF 6412 AO, charge of possession of cocaine and possession of drug paraphernalia. The court has reviewed your request for a public defender and will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you and does find probable cause for the arrest. As to count one, possession of cocaine, bond to be set at $1,000. Count two, possession of drug paraphernalia, bond to be set at $100. Special condition, you are not to use or possess any narcotics without a legal prescription. All right, good luck to you, sir.
Mr. Denali? Mr. Denali? What's your last name?
Willis.
I'm sorry, Carl Williams.
Who?
Williams or Willis?
Willis.
Willis, okay. All right, and then here's your bond amounts. Here's our information, okay?
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Your name?
Louis Ice.
All right, you're Louis Zayas Valentin, correct, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. A warrant was issued for your arrest for fleeing or attempting to elude a law enforcement officer with lights and sirens activated. A judge in this circuit had found probable cause and issued the warrant for your arrest. I will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you in this case. Sir, you do qualify for pretrial release. Do you wish to participate in pretrial release, or do you want me to set a bond amount?
Do you know what PTO is? Okay. All right, so you either set a bond and you can bond out, or there's no bond.
What would you like to do, sir?
Can I know how much the bond be? Is it gonna be?
Your bond will be $1,500. What would you like to do?
You would be responsible for 10%, so $150 if you can
Yeah, I pay the bond.
Okay. Bond set at $1,500.
Right.
Good luck to you, sir.
if you go to a bond.
Here we go.
And that's your case number and your bond amount. This is all information. We'll send you more information, okay?
All right, thank you.
All right, your name? All right, Ms. Walker, you are here in 2022 MM232AW. A warrant was issued for your arrest by Judge Allen downtown for your failure to appear in court. Bond was set at $1,000. All right, the Office of Public Defender will be appointed to represent you if they weren't previously appointed. All right, good luck to you, ma'am.
Here's our information. You're welcome.
Justin Bess?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. You are here in 2022 MM301AW, a charge of battery. I will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you based on your application and do find probable cause for the arrest. State, do you have an offer?
Out of this time, Your Honor.
All right, sir, bond will be set at $500. Special condition, you're not to have any contact directly or indirectly with Christian Rivera? Do you all live together? No. All right, you're not to have any contact directly or indirectly with Christian Rivera. You're not to use or possess any firearms. Any firearms or ammunition must be surrendered to law enforcement within 24 hours of your release from the Orange County Jail. All right. All right, and there's a hold on you from the federal government. So unfortunately, you can't bond out.
You said the bond?
Stay the bond, yeah. All right, good luck to you, sir.
Sir, here's your, this is from the public defender's office. This is the plan.
Cameron Jackson? Cameron Jackson?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir, you are here in 2022 MM 3727, a charge of trespass on property after warning. State, is there an offer?
Adjudication of guilt, credit time served, no return to the scene.
All right, so the offer from the state is an adjudication of guilt, 2 days in the county jail with credit for 2 days' time served, court costs, cost of prosecution, and no return to the scene. Do you want to resolve your case today in that fashion?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let me have you, I'm going to give you a plea form. I need you to review that plea form and sign it. Make sure you understand all the rights you're giving up by entering the plea.
Sign here, print your name there.
Sir, raise your right hand to be sworn. You solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Sir.
All right, what's your name?
Cameron Jackson.
All right, Mr. Jackson, you put your hand up.
Want me to write it on there?
All right, sir, you signed a plea form. Did you read and understand everything on that plea form?
Sir.
All right, you understand the rights you're giving up by entering this plea?
Yes, sir.
Thank
Did
you.
anyone force you or threaten you into taking this plea?
No, sir.
Did anyone promise you anything other than what I told you the offer was from the state attorney's office to resolve your case, which was an adjudication of guilt, court costs, cost of prosecution, and no return to the scene, and 2 days in the county jail with credit for 2 days' time served?
Sir.
All right, how far did you get in school?
2 years college.
All right, so you read and understand the English language, correct?
Sir.
You understand by entering this plea, sir, if you're not a United States citizen or in this country legally, entering this plea will subject you to deportation.
Yes, sir.
Sir, in 2022 MM 3727AO to the charge of trespass, how would you like to plead? Guilty or no contest?
Guilty.
All right, I'll accept your plea, find you're entering it freely and voluntarily. I'll adjudicate you guilty of the charge of trespass, sentence you to 2 days in the county jail with credit for 2 days' time served, or you pay court costs and costs of prosecution, and that you not return to 355 North Roslyn Avenue here in Orlando, Florida. All right, if I give you 180 days to pay, is that enough time?
Sir.
All right, you have 180 days to pay, 30 days to file an appeal. If you wish to file an appeal, that must be done in writing. If you cannot afford an attorney, or wish to have an attorney appointed to represent you, just let us know, and we'll appoint one to represent you, okay?
Sir.
All right, good luck to you, sir. We'll start the paperwork to process you out. What happened to Henry McWhite?
Henry McWhite? Are you on probation? You are on probation.
Was Henry McWhite a part of the move-ups, Your Honor, previously handled?
Yes, that's right.
You refused?
He was a mover. Yeah, he refused.
You're not Henry White. Okay.
All right, your name, sir?
Anthony Stoddard.
All right, Mr. Stoddard, you are here on a warrant that was issued from Seminole County. The judge in that county had issued a warrant for your arrest and set bond at 0 on a charge of violation of possession of methamphetamine, and violation of possession of fentanyl. Seminole County has been notified that you're in the custody of Orange County Sheriff, and they will transport you to Seminole County. All right, good luck to you, sir. Unitora Whitaker? Yes. All right, Ms. Whitaker, you are here on a warrant that was issued for your arrest out of St. Lucie County for a charge of driving while without a valid driver's license. The judge issued a warrant for your arrest and instructed us to hold you no bond for them to come pick you up and bring you back down to St. Lucie County. So we will notify them that you're in the custody of the Orange County Sheriff, and they will transport you down to St. Lucie County to face the judge down there, okay? Good luck to you, ma'am. Kadarius Butler?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir, you are here in 21 MM 1923AO, a charge of violation of probation on the underlying offense of battery domestic violence related. A judge issued that warrant for your arrest, finding probable, or the probation officer issued the warrant for your arrest, finding probable cause, and you'll be held no bond on that case. You are also here in 2022 CF 6365AO, grand theft, third degree of a firearm. The court will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you in both these cases. And the court does find probable cause for your arrest on the charge of grand theft, third degree of a firearm. And bond in that case will be set at $1,000. I also show that you are out on bond in 2022 CF 4516AO. That was grand theft of a motor vehicle. Bond in that case was previously set at $1,000. Based on the new law violation, court's going to revoke and terminate that bond and set bond at $0. Good luck to you, sir.
Right, so you have bond in this one, but these two cases, you're gonna have to get with the public defender attorney in response.
All right, Jason Gandy?
Sir.
All right, Mr. Gandy, you are here on a warrant that was issued for your arrest in 2019 CF 14716. The judge issued a warrant for your arrest and set bond at $0 for a violation of probation. We will notify the judge that you're in the custody of Orange County Sheriff. I will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you, and they will set a hearing. Good luck to you, sir.
This is just general information. We'll send you a letter with more information, okay? Probably about a week. Okay, yeah, your attorney will talk to you about that.
All right, Tommy Mitchell?
Yes, sir.
All right, so you are here in 2020 CF 2257. A warrant was issued for your arrest for a violation of probation. In that case, the underlying charge of burglary restructure, the judge who issued that warrant set your bond at $0. We will notify the judge that you are in the custody of Orange County Sheriff, and they will set your matter for a hearing downtown. Good luck to you, sir.
This is our general information, okay?
I'll appoint the Office of Public Defender. Sorry. There you go. Quentin Morgan. All right, Mr. Morgan, you have a couple cases with us today. First case is 2022 CF 6385AO. This is a charge of burglary restructure and criminal mischief. The court has reviewed the arrest affidavit, does find probable cause for the arrest, and I will also appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you. A bond in that case, as to count 1, burglary restructure, bond will be set at $3,500. And count 2, criminal mischief, bond will be set at $100. Special condition, sir, you're not to return to the Motel 6 located at 5909 American Way, room number 118, or just the hotel in general. You are also here in 2022 MM 11850, a charge of criminal mischief. A warrant was issued for your arrest. The judge, having reviewed the application for warrant, found probable cause, set bond in that case in the amount of $500. I will also appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you. You're not to have any contact with the victim, no contact with witnesses. You're not to have any firearms or ammunition, and you're not to return to the scene. All right, sir, you are also here in 2019 CF 17250AO, a violation of probation. A judge, having found probable cause to issue the warrant for your arrest in the violation of probation and the underlying charge of delivery of cocaine, that judge set your bond at $0, so you'll be held no bond in 2019 CF 17250. All right, Mr. Morgan, you're also here in 21 CF 8262 AO. Another violation of probation, a judge having found probable cause for a violation of probation on the underlying charge of petty theft with 2 priors. That judge issuing a warrant for your arrest, set bond at $2,500 in that case. Sir, you're also here in 2019 CF 17249 AO. Another violation of probation, that the underlying offense of delivery of a controlled substance. Judge having found probable cause to issue your arrest for violation of probation, set bond at 0, so you'll be held no bond on 2019 CF 17249 AO. You're also here in 2019 CF 17248 AO. A violation of probation on an underlying charge of delivery of controlled substance. That judge having found probable cause issued a warrant for your arrest and set bond at 0 in 2019 CF 17248 AO. Good luck to you, sir.
These are the cases you have no bond in, okay? These are the bond in the other cases.
Mr. Odoms? All right, Mr. Odoms, you are here in 2019 CF 7477 AO. A warrant was issued for your arrest for violation of community control. Judge having reviewed the application, found probable cause and issued the warrant for your arrest. As such, your bond was set at 0. The judge will be notified that you are in the custody of the Orange County Sheriff, and they will set your matter for a hearing. I will also appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you if they were not previously appointed to represent you, sir. Good luck. Hold on. All right, you're also here in 2019 CF 9117 AO. Judge issued a warrant for your arrest in that case as well for a violation of community control. The judge in that case will be notified your bond is set at 0 in that case as well, sir. Good luck to you. All right, Jason Scott. All right, sir. You are here in 2002 CF 13303 BO. Sir, you filled out an application for a public defender. Is this your application?
Yes, sir.
All right, is everything on there true and correct?
Yes, sir.
What's that?
Yes, sir.
All right, so you make $1,000 a week, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you're not married or have any dependents, correct?
No, sir.
All right, unfortunately, sir, based on your income, you don't qualify for the appointment of a public defender.
Okay.
However, I'm going to ask the public defender to stand in your stead today and help you out with this initial appearance.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, a warrant was issued for your arrest in 2002 CF 13303 BO for violation of probation. That judge has set your bond at 0 and asked that they be notified when you're arrested so they can set your matter for a hearing downtown. So as such, you'll be held no bond in 2002 CF 13303 BO until further order of the court. All right, good luck to you, sir.
It's just your case number and need to get in touch with our information.
This is an old case.
All right. No 33s. Anything else from the state?
I believe that is it, Your Honor.
Defense?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
This case that he's bringing up is an old case. I've already been pleaded on this case. already.
Defense, real quick, anything else for today?
Can I speak?
No, no, Your Honor.
All right, we're off the record.
Okay. No, this,
Do you have any bank accounts?
None.
Where do you work?
Nowhere.
Well, why'd you say you make $1,000 a week, sir? You filled out an application for a public defender saying you make $1,000 a week.
Yes, that is what I do, but I would like him to represent me because if I don't have him represent me, I'm not able to afford an attorney until I get out, and I don't have no one that helps me on the outside. It's just me. So I will be sitting in here infinitely until I got a representative attorney. But due to the fact that I was being honest, I wanted to keep the record straight, so I told him what I made. So it's like I'm in a conundrum because if I tell him the truth, I'm in here infinitely, but if I, you know what I mean, so I don't know what to do.
Continue to be honest with me. Yes, sir. Where did you work?
I work at swimming pool interiors.
I'm sorry?
Swimming pool interiors. I'm a tile. I do tile for swimming pools.
So you do tile work?
Yes, sir.
And you have no family in town?
None. No one. None whatsoever. It is just me, myself. I was 30 minutes late to getting to probation because I was out of town and I was driving back in because I work all over Florida.
Sir, everything you say in here is being recorded. If you want to admit to the violation, continue to talk. If you want to maintain your presumption of innocence, I would encourage you to not say anything.
Okay.
All right? This has been going on since 2002.
Well, actually,
Just, like, don't say anything right now. Things on the record.
State, do you wish to be heard?
No, Your Honor.
All right, I'll appoint the Office of Public Defender. And you're still held no bond, though.
Okay.
All right, good luck. We're off the record.
A couple of weeks ago.
Raising your hand in a closed fist manner, doing anything that anyone would perceive to be hostile. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
All right, any firearms that you own or ammunition must be surrendered to law enforcement within 24 hours of your release from the Osceola County Jail. Do you live in New York, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll permit you to return to New York, but you must return for your court dates here in Osceola County, all right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Judge, just to be clear, are you adding supervision, pretrial release supervision?
And pretrial release, yes.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you.
And the bond was set at 2,000, correct, Your Honor?
Correct.
Thank you.
All right, good luck to you, sir.
You can have a seat,
sir.
Raymond, that's.
Spanish, Your Honor.
Got it. Charlotte Saunders. You're Charlotte Saunders, correct?
Yes.
All right, Ms. Saunders, you are here out of a warrant that was issued out of Osceola County for your failure to appear in court on a charge of petty theft for pretrial release, our pretrial conference in 21 CF 2405. The judge issued a warrant for your arrest based on your failure to appear and set bond at 0. All right. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Isaac Unop.
President approaching.
All right. Did I say your last name correct, sir? You're Isaac Unop?
Yes, sir.
All right, so you're here on two separate cases. We're going to do the first one is a charge of possession of cocaine with intent to sell within 1,000 feet of a specified school area, as well as possession of drug equipment. A judge has issued. All right, I do find probable cause for your arrest in that case, and we'll set bond as to count 1. Possession with intent to sell at $1,500, and count 2, possession of drug equipment, $500. You're also here, sir, on a charge of possession of cocaine. The court has found probable cause for your arrest in that case, and bond in that case will be set at $1,000. The Office of Public Defender will be appointed to represent you on both cases for today's purposes.
So that's a total of 3 charges?
You have 2 separate cases with 3 counts, correct?
What's the total bond?
You can talk to your attorney, sir.
Your Honor, I'm sorry, I could not hear that. Could you please repeat that as far as the bond amounts?
On the first case with the possession of cocaine with intent to sell or distribute within 1,000 feet of the school, it's $1,500.
Okay,
Count 2, the possession of drug paraphernalia or equipment was $500.
okay,
That was per warrant. Count 2, or the second case, possession of cocaine, bond was set at $1,000.
okay.
All right.
And Judge,
Good luck, sir.
if I may, per the warrant, there is a condition that I see, it says, conditions of no drugs or other controlled substances without prescription.
Okay, well, I'll accept those conditions based on the judge who issued the warrant.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Your Honor. You can have a seat, sir.
Quintavis Ward.
President approaching.
You're Quintavis Ward, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir, a warrant was issued for your arrest in Osceola County, case number 21 CF 433. The court has issued that warrant and set bond at 0. I'll appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you for today's purposes if they were not previously appointed to represent you. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Logan Windy, or Windy? All right, you're Logan Windy?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir, you are here on a third-degree felony interfering with a child custody, the minor. The court has reviewed the arrest affidavit, does find probable cause for your arrest. I will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you today. So you qualify for pretrial release with bond. So your bond will be set at $2,000, and you must enroll in and participate in the pretrial release for the supervision program. Okay, sir?
1 second, Your Honor. Your Honor, I conferred with Mr. Wardy, and he advised that he would only like bond if Your Honor would consider that without BTR.
No. He's got to do both.
Set at 2,000 plus PTR, correct?
2,000 plus PTR, correct. Good luck, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Judge, are there any other special conditions?
No, yeah, no, come back up, sir. No contact with the victim without a court order, and no return to the scene.
To the scene of like my house where I got arrested?
No, the location where you picked up the minor child from, sir.
Okay.
8009 Bow Creek Road.
That's my house.
I'm sorry, 7470 West Earl Bronson Highway.
Yeah, okay.
And by the victim, I mean the minor child and the mother.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep. Kyle Riker.
President approaching.
All right, so your case was reset from yesterday. This is a warrant that was issued out of Osceola County in case number 2021 CF 3061 for violation of probation. The judge in that case has issued a warrant for your arrest, finding probable cause, and set bond at 0. Good luck to you, sir. Sorry, hold on. You got another case.
Mr. Riker?
Thanks. So you're also here on another warrant in case 2021 CF 2446. The judge, having found probable cause to issue a warrant for a violation of probation in that case, has set your bond at 0 as well. All right, good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Katie Taylor. All right. Ms. Taylor, you are here. This was reset from yesterday with regards to a probable cause challenge as to count 1. State.
One more, Your Honor, I apologize.
No problem.
The state was provided with an updated
charging affidavit, Your Honor. Would you like us to read that to the court?
Do you have a copy for the court? Defense, have you seen it?
Your Honor, I have a police report, but I'm not sure if this is the updated one. So, at this time, I don't know if I have the updated one.
Counsel, do you know if that was provided to defense?
I do not, Your Honor. I just see that it was sent to me from the Osceola. It says it's corrected document. It looks similar, however, I imagine there is some changes to it.
And Your Honor, just to confirm, the police report date that I have is June 2nd. I'm not sure if that makes a difference.
I haven't seen it, so let me.
So does,
I have no clue. I have the charging affidavit that was filed. I have no other documentation or anything as well.
And Your Honor, if you'd like, I can state the paragraph that I believe was probably at issue and the fact that there's no other information.
Go ahead.
Okay, on paragraph 1 of page 2, it states that the defendant allegedly struck a victim with a broomstick and the victim was, quote, hurt badly.
Counsel, do you have more specifics with regards to the bodily injury?
I apologize, Your Honor. I'm looking over that now. On the date.
Your Honor, I believe I do not have the updated police report. And State, please correct me if I'm wrong.
On paragraph 2, a couple lines in, does yours explain that he read it as a similar to blacking out but still technically conscious and that he could barely remember a thing?
Second paragraph?
Yes, Your Honor. Second paragraph, second sentence. Katya advised she read it as similar to blacking out but still technically conscious but not conscious. I can barely remember a thing.
Counsel, do you have that?
Your Honor, I do have that, but defense would like to be heard.
Go ahead.
It appears that Miss Taylor was explaining that allegedly she remembered hitting Christopher with a broomstick multiple times on his back, and that she believes she read it as similar to she personally blacking out as to not being conscious. So therefore, defense would argue that based on the four corners of the police report, there's no additional details as to what hurt badly Christopher means, nor is there a probable cause for aggravated battery inflicting bodily harm or disability. There does not appear to be facts as to what that bodily harm or physical disability imposed upon Christopher were.
State.
It says, while on scene, I was able to observe red coloration on Christopher's cheeks, visible redness on his right tricep and his back. And those are the only injuries I seem to have, Your Honor, from the broomstick.
Your Honor, may defense be heard?
Go ahead.
I'm sorry?
Go ahead.
Your Honor, if allegedly, based on the facts, there's only some redness, that's not sufficient for disability or aggravated bodily harm. I can pull up the statute that that defines.
I'm familiar with it.
Okay.
All right. As to count one, I don't think the state has provided the court with sufficient evidence for great bodily harm or disability.
Your Honor, would you be willing to retain one more 24-hour reset to get that information from the officer?
Your Honor, defense would object.
Yeah, I'm going to object. I'm going to deny that request and ROR as to count one.
And Your Honor, just to be clear, since I was not the presiding PD yesterday, what was the bond amount on count 2?
There was no bond amount.
Do you know, ma'am?
There was none.
There was none? Would Your Honor be inclined to set bond in that charge or count 2?
Bond wasn't set on count one yesterday?
No.
Or count two yesterday?
No, it was not, Judge. The judge, presiding IAs yesterday just, found no PC on count 1 and PC on count 2, but did not issue a bond.
All right.
Thank you, officer.
And my understanding from the PTR sheet is that there has been no contact with the victim, correct?
That's correct, Judge. We attempted, there was no contact.
All right, so bond as to count 2 will be set at $2,000. Special condition, no contact with the victim directly or indirectly, and no return to the 204 Abbotsbury Drive. Does she live there?
He no longer lives there. You can explain that.
Your Honor, the victim no longer lives at 204 Abbotsbury Drive. That's where I live. He lives somewhere in Lake Wales now.
Whose name is on the lease for the place?
No, he is not.
Whose name is on the lease for the place?
My father, mother, and my sister, which is Walton Taylor, Dee Taylor, and Katrina Taylor.
All right, I'm gonna put maintain separate residences. So I'll allow her to go back to that residence if he's not there, but,
So you're removing the no return condition, Judge?
so well, if they're gonna maintain separate residence, and that's her place of residence, she's gonna be able to return to
Yes,
the
yes.
scene.
Yes.
So it'll just be maintain separate residences and
Your
no
Honor-
contact directly or indirectly.
Your Honor, may defense be heard regarding the bond amount for the battery?
Sure.
I conferred with Ms. Taylor. Ms. Taylor advised she cannot afford $2,000, but can afford $500. Would Your Honor consider reducing the bond amount from $2,000 to $500?
State?
We would object based on the fact that a weapon was used, Your Honor.
Yeah, I'm not gonna reduce the bond.
And is this a straight bond or a PTR bond, Your Honor?
PTR and bond. So I'll do 1,000 and PTR.
Do you want bond and PTR or just bond?
She doesn't really get that option,
Oh,
counsel.
okay. Thank you, Your Honor. So
Yep.
bond is set at 1,000?
Yes.
Okay.
And PTR.
And PTR, okay. Any special
Correct.
conditions aside from maintaining separate residences and no victim contact?
No.
Okay. Did you understand that, Ms. Taylor? Yeah. Okay, thank you.
All right, good luck. Edward Zebley.
Mr. Zebley is present and approaching.
All right.
Officer Oquendo from
So-
pretrial release, if I may. On Mr.
Yeah.
Sibley, all we're looking for is a new I order removing the revocation of the probation case. The defendant is not on probation, so we were
That's
looking
20.
to keep the bonds set as yesterday and just remove the revocation of the 22MM900.
All right. You're Edward Zebley, correct, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir, you were at initial appearance yesterday. Bond is to count 1 was set at $250. Count 2, resisting an officer without violence, bond was set at $500. Those bonds will be stayed. And the bond previously set as to the probation violation or out on probation in 22MM900 will be removed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
What does that mean?
So that means you can bond out, sir.
You can listen to,
What's that, sir?
That means you can bond out if you post bond as to count 1 at $250 and count 2 at $500.
Okay.
Your Honor. You can have a seat, Mr. Zebley.
And the same conditions from yesterday apply.
Mr. Zebley, did you hear that? The same conditions from yesterday apply. Do you
So
remember?
that, let me go over those. Those are no contact whatsoever with the victim, co-defendant, any child or any witness. Do not return to the scene.
So there was no violence whatsoever. I was just arrested for
Sir,
trespassing.
sir. Let me do the talking. It's in your best interest, all right? No contact with the victim, co-defendant, or any witness, and do not return to the scene. And that's it. Good luck to you.
Yeah, what victim?
Did you understand that, Mr. Zebley?
All right, let me try and get an interpreter on the line.
Good morning. This is Dalia Romero, Spanish interpreter on the line. Not sworn in yet, Your Honor.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm doing great, Your Honor. Thank you.
Great, if I can get you to raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you solemnly swear and affirm you will testify, you will translate from Spanish to English and English to Spanish to the best of your ability?
Yes, I do. Dalia Romero, state certified Spanish interpreter.
Great, we have 3 in Osceola, and then we'll address Orange, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, first up is Darian Sanchez Rivera.
President approaching, Your Honor. Why are you waving? Oh, okay. He's not going to be able to tell you that.
All right, are you Darian Sanchez Rivera?
¿Es usted Darian Sánchez Rivera? Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so you're here on a charge of battery as well as false imprisonment.
Señor, usted está aquí por la acusación de agresión y haber retenido a alguien con pretextos falsos.
Sir, the court has reviewed the arrest affidavit and does find probable cause for your arrest.
El juez ha repasado el affidavit acusatoria y halla que hay causas que respaldan la acusación.
I will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you for today's purposes.
Por el propósito de esta audiencia aquí en el día de hoy, yo le voy a estar designando la Oficina de Defensores Públicos para que les represente.
As to count 1, battery, bond to be set at $1,500.
En la primera causa de agresión, la fianza es de $1,500.
As to count 2, false imprisonment, a 3rd-degree felony.
En la segunda causa, haber retenido a alguien con pretextos falsos es un delito grave en segundo grado.
Bond will be set at $2,500.
En ese caso, la fianza es de $2,500.
You must also participate in pretrial release.
También tiene que participar en el programa de servicios de antelación.
You are not to have any contact directly or indirectly with the victim in this case.
Usted no puede tener ningún tipo de contacto, ya sea ni directo o indirecto, con la víctima de este caso.
And that is Valeria Montanez.
Eso es Valeria Montañez.
You're not to use or possess any firearms or ammunition.
No puede usar ni poseer ningún tipo de armas de fuego ni municiones.
Any firearms or ammunition you own must be surrendered to law enforcement within 24 hours of your release.
Si usted tiene cualquier tipo de armas o municiones, una vez quede en libertad, tiene 24 horas para entregárselo a las autoridades.
You are not to return to 1001 Jameson Loop.
No puede regresar al 1001 Jameson Loop.
In Kissimmee, Florida.
Eso es en Kissimmee, Florida.
I will allow you to go back one time with law enforcement to retrieve your personal belongings.
Se le permite regresar a la vivienda en una sola ocasión acompañado por un agente de la policía para que retire sus artículos personales una sola vez.
Good luck to you, sir.
Buena suerte, señor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Next up is Raymond Solares Chavez.
Mr. Chavez is present and approaching.
All right, you're Raymond Solares Chavez?
¿Usted es Ramón Solares Chávez?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
All right, so you're here on a charge of operating a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license.
Usted está aquí por la acusación de manejar un vehículo motorizado sin una licencia válida de conducir.
I will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you.
Le estoy designando la Oficina de Defensores Públicos para que les represente
For today,
por el día de hoy.
and I do find probable cause for your arrest.
Y yo hallo que hay causas que respaldan esta acusación.
Bond will be set at $500.
Su fianza en este caso es de $500.
All right, good luck, sir.
Buena suerte, señor. Eso es todo.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next up is Luis Roman Gonzalez. Are you Luis Roman Gonzalez, sir?
Sí.
¿Es usted Luis Román González, señor? Yes.
Sir, you're here on a warrant that was issued by a judge in Osceola County
Señor, usted está aquí por una orden de detención que fue emitida por un juez del condado de Osceola
in case 2022 MM 1081.
en el caso 22 MM1081.
I will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you today.
Yo le voy a estar designando la oficina de defensores públicos para que les representen el día de hoy.
And the judge who issued the warrant for your arrest set bond in your case at $5,000.
Y el juez que emitió la orden de arresto estableció que la fianza en su caso es de $5,000.
All other conditions of your previous release are in place.
Todas las otras condiciones de su libertad previamente indicadas se mantienen vigentes.
All right, thank you, sir. Good luck to you.
Gracias, señor. Buena suerte.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
Thank you. My records show that should be everyone in Osceola, correct?
That is everyone in Osceola, Your Honor. Thank you.
Your Honor, may this,
Victim for Osceola, Sappy, Fred, the victims here.
For which case?
that was the gentleman from New York, Your Honor.
All right,
Sorry,
can you
Your
bring
Honor,
her?
defense was not able to hear that?
The victim on Sapi Arafat
Yes.
is present in Orange County
Okay, Mr.
and wishes to be heard, so we're going to bring her into the box. All right, let's go back on the record. Sir, come on up. All right, ma'am, raise your right hand to be sworn. Your other right hand. You solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Oh, what you said?
Do you swear and affirm the
Yes.
testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. What's your name, ma'am?
Daniela Ramjet.
All right, ma'am, and you're, how are you related to Arafat Sapi?
I'm his wife.
You're his wife. And you all are here on vacation from New York, correct?
Correct.
All right, what would you like to tell the court? Can you, hold on, can you hear?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, what would you like to tell the court?
That what he did was a mistake. Like,
All right. Are you in fear for your safety if he was to be released from the jail?
no.
All right. Are you asking that he be allowed to come back home with you to New York and live with
Yes.
you?
Yes.
Okay. Do you guys have any, if the situation arose again, where things became heated or hostile, would you be able to remove yourself from that situation?
Yes.
Okay. Do you understand what no hostile contact means?
Yes.
Okay. So if I was, my prior recommendation was to set bond at $1,500, also pretrial release so we can monitor his, and make sure that he's remains, I'm sorry, $2,000. Pretrial release, and that he have no hostile contact with you, and that he must surrender all of his firearms and ammunition within 24 hours. Would you be comfortable with that?
No.
Why not?
Actually, yes, I would.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yes, I would.
Okay.
Your Honor,
Defense, do you wish to be heard?
defense just wishes to inquire as to the bond amount. May defense inquire?
To her?
Yes, Your Honor.
I mean, you can, but go ahead.
Okay. Good morning, ma'am. How are you?
I'm okay.
Ma'am, would you be posting Mr. Sapi's bond in this case?
Posting?
Yes, would you be paying for the bond in this case?
Yes.
Okay. Can you afford a $2,000 bond?
No.
Okay. How much bond could you pay for Mr. Sapi?
I don't know. That's a lot. 2,000's a lot.
Would you be able to pay 1,000, 1,500, 500? What can you pay?
500?
Okay. No further questions, Your Honor.
Okay. State?
The state will leave it up to Your Honor's discretion. I believe 2,000 is adequate, though, Your Honor.
Ma'am, you understand when we're talking bond, you don't have to pay the full $2,000. You have to pay 10% plus collateral that equals the $2,000. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. So could you not come up with $200 plus collateral?
Okay.
Bond to be stayed at 2,000.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Your Honor, what did we come up with the Stephen Mintz? I heard it brought up, but I didn't hear the.
I don't remember that name. I think he bonded.
He bonded, Judge.
Thank you, sir.
Yep. All right, thank you, sir. You can have a seat.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, that concludes Osceola. On my end, does Your Honor have anything different?
Nope, not till tomorrow at 10.
Okay, we'll be ready at 10 a.m. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, see you then.
See you then.
Take care.
You too, thank you.
All right. All right, Madam Interpreter, we're going to start with the Spanish and Osceola.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Victims do we have? Can you?
We have a few, but on the last two,
We'll just move them up. All right. Madam Interpreter, give us 1 second, all right?
Not a problem, Your Honor.
We're going to take a brief recess, Your Honor, or are we rolling right through?
I was going to roll right into it unless you guys need a break.
No, Your Honor.
Restroom?
You need a restroom?
I can, 22 minutes, Your Honor.
Madam Interpreter, can I call you back in 2 minutes?
Sure.
All right,
Not a
thank
problem.
you.
You're welcome.
Apologies, Your Honor.
You're good. All right, we'll be in recess for 2 minutes. Folks, we'll be with you in 2 minutes, all right?